I gave my viewers 6 hours to build a lost civilization in Minecraft, and the winner was gifted a sub. Everyone was given a window of 6 hours to complete the build, whether they wanted to use all that time or not. They were judged based off their build's creativeness and relativity to the prompt. What the? Yo, I didn't even know he built this so close to spawn. This sick? Okay, yeah, wow, this is insane. Okay, Teddy, okay, wow, okay, let's just go ahead and start raiding. I was gonna just randomly TP around, but since his is literally right behind us, we're just gonna go ahead and raid it. The rating scale is 1 to 10. We can use decimals. I actually would prefer if we use decimals, even if it's weird ones like 0.75, because that makes it easier with just 2 of us to have, like, you know, different scores that aren't, you know, aligning, so that we can like get a solid winner instead of like tying. Go ahead and jump into this, bro. Let's just go ahead and walk through this build, bro. Let's rate it based on the civilization-ness of it, okay? So I like the mossy cobblestone here. You mess with that, Teddy?
It's very mossy.
Yeah, I like the mossy stone slabs as well. Definitely looks like it's been lost in time. You got the vines. I like the choice of like these blue lanterns too, bro, because you could have easily chose to do the regular lanterns, but I don't know. The regular lanterns to me almost seem like it's not lost in time, but the blue ones just give it like the vibe that, you know, it's been lost in time, like the prompt is, bro. Like the prompt. Bro Cray did his thing. And then we got, okay, so there's the upstairs too. He's put some shit down here too, so there's a lot of vines coming down here, broken chains, broken cobblestone on the bridge. There's like a big gap in the bridge. Yo, Cray did this in like an hour, by the way, too, bro.
An hour? That's crazy.
Yeah, he did this in an hour. I don't know if this was intentional or not, but there's like some spider webs right there that I need to get myself out of. Holy. If you had to give this a rating based on lost civilization detail and relation to the prompt, what would you give this, Teddy?
I would probably give this like a 8.7, bro. 8.7. This is real good. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, honestly, okay, this is what I'm gonna rate this. I'm gonna give it a 7.4 because the build was done in an hour and it looks this good, and this is crazy for a 1 hour build. This is insane for a 1 hour build. I like all the accents, I like the colors, the blues, but the beacon doesn't make a ton of sense to me, except for just pure aura points, and it doesn't necessarily look like a lost civilization, more so just like a lost building. Actually, let me bump my score up to like 7.75. I'm gonna give it a 7.75 because this detail for like an hour is insane. It doesn't look like extremely like a lost civilization, more like a lost building, but just because of how good the build is, you got to give it some good credit, because I could not build this in a couple hours, granted 1 hour. And we are here. Teddy, I'm gonna let you make the observations this time.
All right. Oh, I thought indoors. Okay, there's like a lot of chests going on. Okay, it's looking very you know, I'm not really familiar with Minecraft material, but you know what I'm saying, I like the blue lantern here. It adds a nice little touch here.
Yep.
Got the ladder. Okay, that's very convenient. There's very small space here, man. You know, I'm not really a claustrophobic guy, so I kind of like the small space. I kind of get overwhelmed by bigger spaces. I really like the convenience and the ladder and not having too much stuff in this, you know, not being too spacious here, you know what I'm saying? Over here, you got a nice little view of the landscape. Okay.
You know, one observation I am making, Teddy, that I don't really know. This is what's kind of like, you see how this carpet right here looks like brand new. It's white. You know, there's not a stain on the carpet. It's just like, you get what I'm saying? Like, how lost in time, how lost of a civilization is this if there's not a speck of dirt on the carpet? You feel me?
Yeah, it's like giving Lost in like 2010 more than
it's giving like Lost like yesterday. But this isn't the only building. Blue still got more stuff, so let's check out some more. Come down the ladder. All right, this building, this is what I saw. Blue building. This looks a lot more of like a lost building. Oh my gosh, there's vines everywhere. It did not look like this whenever I came through here before. This is insane. Oh my gosh, the glowberries, I'm seeing there's like a massive cobweb theme that's reoccurring. I see a lot of people using cobwebs and a lot of people using vines. So I think if we keep seeing cobwebs and vines, we gotta give more points for creativity to people that can make their stuff look like a lost civilization without spamming cobwebs and vines. You feel me? Like if we see some more shit in the future.
Yeah, that's fair. That sounds fair.
Then we got some candles. See, now here's another thing. Another thing that's blowing me, right? Another thing's blowing me. So the bamboo is tall. That's good because the lost civilization, they wouldn't be chopping down bamboo if this was current. But the campfire is still lit. How lost of a civilization is this? This is more like, in my opinion, this is more of like a dirty ass civilization than a lost civilization. You got cobwebs everywhere, vines growing over, but you got 4 campfires still busting out, and you got a carpet over here that doesn't have a speck of dirt on it. But I do still like the build though. The build is good. What would you give this build if you had to rate it 1 through 10, Teddy?
I give this like a very pristine 6.8.
I was around that range too. I'm gonna say 6.5 because I know that this watchtower probably took a long time to build because this looks like a very detailed watchtower, but the buildings are very small, so it's easier to look lost if the buildings are small. The campfire, I'm like, maybe I'm too stingy to dock points for the campfire, but like if it's a lost civilization, they wouldn't have a campfire actively burning. And so that's my score. Editing Kent here. It's dark. It's dark. I'm in a bathrobe and it's dark. My replay mod stopped working because I updated my server to a new version of Minecraft and couldn't bring it back, but there's no replay mod available for the version of Minecraft that I'm in, and it's not letting me in the server. So from here on out, there's no more of those cool cinematic shots. I know it's awesome. I know you're sad, but I can't get them. I physically cannot get them. So you're gonna have to enjoy the rest of this video without all those cinematic shots. I'm sorry.
Oh, I like that.
Oh!
Oh!
We got, yo!
Yeah, what the... Okay.
Oh,
wow. Oh, this...
What is that clicking sound? Okay, Froggy wants us to come over here. Okay, so we got a little room with some paintings. Oh, okay! Bonus points, Froggy. You got rotten flesh, poisonous potatoes, suspicious stew. Ooh, and the music playing. Ooh.
I ain't gonna lie. He put detail in this, John, bro. He put detail. I don't know.
Alex,
I'm ready,
if you don't show your face,
intro,
I'll kill
bro.
Steve. Okay, interesting book. Huh. Okay, now I know there's probably a lot more. Yeah, see, there's stuff over here, too. Lots of skeletons on the wall. The skeletons on the wall are good detail, because I'm not going to lie, if there weren't so many skeletons on the wall, I would say that this is literally just like an underground base. But with all the skeletons, it's like clearly a lot of people died here. You feel me? Like this civilization's, oh, don't enter.
Oh. Now
we'll be happy forever. Unknown Alex. And there's 2 skulls. Okay, I don't know what that's about. But we should have entered this room, bro. Let's just...
I'm not so sure about this Froggy guy, bro. What's he hiding, bro?
Another book. I'll do you the honors of reading this book, bro. Right click it. Read it out loud, bro.
Whoa, what the bro, it says, I killed them for you, Steve, I swear. Please talk to me again in GTA.
What?
I don't know what I'm gonna do with this, bro.
Yo!
Hell nah.
I warned you, Alex. Now you'll be my bride forever? And it's Steve's head on a stick? Yo! Okay, well. Okay, I'm gonna start the rating first on this one. Okay, now I low-key, even though it's like low-key like some weird, interesting, intertwining lore between Alex and Froggy, these books are like telling a story in each room. And it's like, I don't know, it almost feels like somebody was here and like, I don't know, it feels like almost like apocalyptic, but like psychotic too, you know? It's like no Osama-san, but it feels like psychotic because it's like this person clearly lived in this room and was like losing their mind down in this civilization, maybe surrounded by the skeletons of those who used to live there, and it drove them insane. There's like a whole lore built into this, bro. Maybe I'm reaching to doom, but I don't know. This feels like very lore heavy. I'm gonna give this like, because of like the detail with the lore and all that, I'm gonna have to give this like a 7.5 because like the build isn't like super crazy, but you can tell that it's like a lost civilization with the skulls, and I mess with the lore. What do you think?
I'm gonna give this joint, like, bro, like, I don't know. This one's been like the most interesting one in my opinion. Like even how we got here, bro. We just dropped down, bro. We see a whole bunch of skeletons, gang. Like, I don't know. It's like kind of like newish, but like at the same time, you see all these skeletons and everything.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Because some of it that's what I was saying. Like, this doesn't really look like a lost civilization, especially in the bedroom. But then when you see all the skulls, now it feels like a lost civilization.
I'll give this joint like an 8.3. It's just like the story and everything and how you just get in this building like that. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Like the detail really went to crazy on this one, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, this one is nice. But here we are. We're on the outskirts of the village. This is Alex. So we're just going to follow Alex's lead, I guess. Alex, take it away. We got our first mobs in the building.
Oh.
Skeleton horses.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow, this is...
See, I don't know whether or not to dock points, bro. This is a farm that's actively growing. How can it be a lost civilization with a farm that's clearly taken care of? You know, maybe these crops are old, you know. Let me not get too nitpicky, bro. Maybe these crops are old and they got sucked away in a giant storm, but the crops kept growing but they're no longer in the civilization. Let me not dock points for that. See, we got another skeleton head in here. In the chest. Poisonous tomato, leather armor, suspicious stew, rotten flesh. This well, okay, the well is like clogged up with dirt and it's mossy. I f with that. That's a really good aspect. Do not enter.
What's over here? Oh.
Yo!
What is this
how
place,
are,
bro?
Yeah, how are the cats living, dude? This is a lost civilization.
Oh!
All right, the cats are back. Yeah, no, these cats, yeah, they're strays. They're strays. Oh yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, my bad. Okay, what is all this potion nonsense though? What is this? Well, maybe not nonsense. Let me not say nonsense, but maybe this is like their old. This is like an old enchanted crafting room, and the person that was enchanting here is now dead. I'm assuming that's their head right there. All right, I think we've seen just about everything from this, though. I see these spider webs, they're blowing me because I'm getting stuck inside of them, dude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you rate first again. Let me know your thoughts, why you rated it that way, and what your rating is.
Like 6.8. 6.8. It does look very lost, but like, I don't know. It's like a lot of living things here. You know what I'm saying? It's just like something about that I gotta test.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm gonna give this, and I'm gonna be generous, bro. I'm gonna give it a 7.25 because at the end of the day, like, while there are some living things here, these are skeleton horses. So like maybe these are horses that it's just supposed to show us, you know, what used to live here. You know, lots of horses used to live here. But another reason why I'm giving so many points is because this is clearly a civilization. House number 1, house number 2, house number 3. Whether or not it's a super advanced civilization, it's not. But there's 3 houses. There's a farm, so they had a way to eat. There's fresh water right here. They had a way to drink. They obviously had horses. They had an enchanted room down here with a bunch of stuff in it. But it clearly looks like it's been abandoned. So I do with this build, though. At the end of the day, I'm giving this higher points because this is very clearly a civilization. All right,
whoa,
we're here.
What the? Yo.
Yeah, this shit is crazy.
I ain't gonna lie, yo, gently, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Hold on. We gotta go inside this joint, bro.
Dude, there's... Yo, whenever I last looked at this thing, this boat was completely finished, and then, like, she was starting this. But, like, this is... Like, these little... things right here, bro. The Kent Steel Shop. Woo! Woo!
You got motion, twin. You got his own steel shop and shit.
Food market, flower shop. Oh my! Like this is. See, this is the thing. I'm not gonna lie. When I said at the beginning of this that I was going to, like, we need to make sure we're voting based on the prompt. It's because as cool as Juliet's looked, it didn't look like a civilization. But now I'm seeing what it is. This is a ship that docked on land and made their own little civilization right here. Now, maybe let's check out the inside of the ship. We got to see where these people were sleeping and shit, because I'm not seeing any like houses or anything, but maybe this is like a ship that they were all sleeping on. See, we got lecterns down here, library, animals. This is like Noah's Ark in this, dude. Animals, more lecterns, more books, chests. A cake at the table?
And just for the judges too, like I like hospitality and shit.
Oh yeah, there's beds up here. Yo, Juliet, round of fucking applause for this. Jesus, look inside the barrel. Okay, I'll look inside the barrel. Cobweb. Armor. All of these barrels inside the shops have stuff in them too, bro. Everything's untouched. Except for this barrel. This barrel has jack. They stripped that dry. And there's string and cobwebs in all of the barrels too. So it's like when you open the barrel and you're rummaging through everything, there's still cobwebs stuck inside of the barrel. That's insane. Insane. Yo, nah, this is crazy, bro.
Detail. Very, very good.
Dude, nah, this is actually crazy. When I saw this ship, I was like, that's cool. But like, I gotta show you guys at the end of this what Juliet looked like as she was building it, because this came a long fucking way. I saw this when it was just one singular wooden platform on the water, but this has come a long way. I'm honestly gonna give this, I'm giving this a 9.5, and the only reason I'm docking 0.5 points is because, you know, the campfires are on, the candles are lit, and all that. But everything else is literally flawless. So that I can't, you know, if I give something a perfect score, you know, it's almost like you can't ever give anything a perfect score, just because, you know, is anything really ever perfect? But I mean, this is like phenomenal effort, and it goes to show that the amount of time that you put in directly correlates to the product that you put out. Juliet was on this for like 5 hours straight, I swear. From the second she joined until like the last, I don't know, 30 minutes to an hour, she was on this thing just fucking grinding. So, hey, what's your score, Teddy, for this?
I'm gonna give this John like a 9.3, bro. Shit.
So we got a 9.5 and a 9.3. What an insane build, Juliet. Oh, unless Crow beats you, and Crows did look cool. So we'll see. Unless Crow beats you, great job, Juliet. Great job. And now it's time for us to go to the last build. Holy. Look at this thing. Let me give lore. Okay, bet. Lore drop us. Give us some dump. Last of Zephyrium by a pied crow. Is this like, let me read this. The conduit keeps what's left alive. Never break it, or else there shall be great consequence. But is this a whole? Here, you take a book too, bro.
No.
Oh, it's this thing. If we break it, this is the consequences. And Teddy, look, come up these vines, bro. I saw him building this part. Oh my goodness. Oh!
Yo.
Oh! Oh! Yo! You see this shit, Teddy? Yo! He built this shit in the sky.
Dang.
Oh my gosh. Yo! It's gonna be close between them two, bro. Look, there's a beat up iron golem here. The crystals. It's the last guardian. It's the last guardian of what's this thing called? Of the conduit. This is the last conduit with the beam going through it. These exotic flowers.
He shit on this, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Used ancient plants. Oh my god.
I like the detail. That's also plus points.
And it's in the cloud. See, this is what I was talking about when I said creativity. Like, obviously it's hard to get creative, but Crow made this shit in the sky, gang. This is exactly what I was talking about when I said like futuristic type build. Wait, he's in the thing. Maybe we can drop down. Oh yeah, we can. Come here, Teddy. Come back up on the island.
No way.
Look. Yo!
Wait, hold on. Let me get in this one. Oh, I'm good.
There's what the f is this, dude? Last of the Sniffers?
He just make his own animal? You can do that on Minecraft?
Yeah, I've never seen this shit in my life.
What is this, bro? Yo, motherfucker making new animals, gang.
Okay, wow. I think that this one is, I'm not going to say carried by lore, but the lore obviously like adds a lot to this. Like this could be just a floating island in the sky, but what it is it's like there's the conduit that they gotta protect, and there's the sniffer, and then there's the last guardian of it, and all this. And so like it's really like lore reliant, whereas I feel like Juliet's tells the story more just by existing rather than like being explained. Does that make, do you agree? Does that make sense, or am I tripping?
Nah, you're not tripping.
I'm giving it, I mean, the build is like flawless. So like I'm giving this like a 9, you know, like a 9 out of 10. But I think that like when it comes to just pure aesthetic rather than lore, because you got to give bonus points to the lore, so maybe I'll do 9.25. Then I gotta say that this is like the lore is bonus points 100%. But when it comes to like a lost civilization, I don't know, like the boat had multiple beds on it. Like we physically walked through and like saw where these people lived. It looks scientific, not really lost. Well, that's where my creativity, I said, to get creative and like make it futuristic, make it however you want, because it's, at the end of the day, a lost civilization doesn't have to be in the past. The more creative you get, the better. And this is awesome. But oh, the other islands are gone. Well, okay, maybe like then the only way I would have made this like a 10 is if like we saw other lost islands with like a broken conduit or something like that, and like maybe they were like just like slightly ramified, like, you know how Crawlog had the broken bridge. If we saw like some other mini islands maybe that were like shattered or something. No, you're good, Crow, you're good. I'm just saying for next time, what would have made this a 10 for me, it would be like seeing more rather than hearing more, in my personal opinion. But I'm still gonna give this like a 9.25. What do you think, Teddy?
I would give it around that same range, probably like a 9.2-ish. Yeah.
All right, so a 9.25 and a 9.2. I think that makes Juliet the winner. Correct me if I'm wrong, Shiny. Yes? Okay. Yes, that does make Juliet the winner with this pirate ship or whatever kind of ship this is. Now look, let's go through and let's name off our favorite things, bro. I didn't even notice some of these little details. Like there's a dead flower there, barely grown sapling, cake at the table, cobwebs everywhere, vines everywhere. The animals are still on here. And like you can see, like there's 2 cows, 1 horse, like a bunch of rabbits, some chicken, like, but the animal variation differs because the animals are like dying out. Like this is all stuff that's just playing out in my brain as I'm hearing it. Now you got cobwebs all up in here. Go upstairs and you got all the beds with cobwebs too. Like the reason why I rate this so highly is because it tells the story without telling the story, you know? Like you can walk through here and imagine what this place was like when it was lively. And it's like they docked on this little island here, or this little like bay, this port, whatever it is, and then they were like lost in time, bro. It's like, I don't know, this is just like amazing in my opinion. This is like and then the barrels too, cobwebs inside the barrels, like that's phenomenal, dude. That's actually phenomenal.
I would just say like the cobwebs and things around it, like on the beds and on the buildings, like it just like looks lost. Like it stayed on point to the theme.
Well, Juliet, you are officially the winner. Round of applause to Juliet. Juliet, I know you just resubbed, but if when your sub runs out, if you want me to gift you a sub, or if there's anybody in the chat that you want me to gift a sub to, then let me know. And congratulations on winning the first ever Kent Minecraft build off competition. Guys, don't be begging Juliet for a gift, bro. She earned this, guys. She earned this.